Hello, this is Hooked by Happenstance, and I'm Kendra, and today I'm here with a friend. This is Peachlet, my fibery doppelganger. I know that some of you have missed her. She heard your cries for her appearance. Well, actually she didn't. She doesn't have ears or a mouth. That's why I like her. She's so quiet. But she is going to help me with a new summer series of sorts. Now, we have not had cable for a very long time, so we no longer have those like summer shows, you know, and the things that you watch daily on standard cable take a break, and so you see these weird like summer things that pop up, you know, like Wipeout. That was a weird summer thing, not that I watched it, but I knew it like happened. So we're going to do a little bit of a summer series here, Peachlet and I, and she's going to help me get ready for the county fair because I have like 5 weeks and a lot of projects that I'd like to get done. So I've devised a new plan of action. Peachlet has recently redressed herself. We mixed up her clips and put them back on, and I made a list of 19 items that I would like to potentially enter in the county fair. So I'm going to go ahead and give Peachlet a spin and pick one of the clips, and that is the project I will begin to work on. Now, some of the projects are not crochet related, they're other craft related, and that is fine. I will begin to work on those, and I'll let you know briefly that that is happening. Some of the things are actually already done, and all that needs to happen is I need to go and find them where they are stored in my house and get them together and ready for the fair. I will also tell you those things. And some of these projects are going to be slightly longer term, like where I can't just sit down and do them in one evening sitting. So I will begin them when I pick them from Peachlet, and then I will show you their progress along the way. So now it is time to let Peachlet pick my fair projects. Okie dokie, Peachlet, you ready? It's been a while. She's been happily sitting in a basket while I redid my office. So time to spin around. And this one. What number is it? 1 through 19. Do you have a number? The number is 1. Let's go look at the list and see what number 1 is. I have my handy dandy list here, and number 1 is a sewn article, actually not a crocheted one. It is a sewn top. So let me grab the pattern and show you what I'm gonna make. So here is the plan. I bought this pattern, I don't know, like a month ago in preparation for making fair projects with my daughter. We were getting her a pattern, and so we got me one too because McCall's was having a sale. So I actually got a plus size pattern, so hopefully the bust will fit me because I have problems with that with a lot of patterns. Even if they claim they are big enough through the chest, they are not. So I am going to be making top A, which is the one that you see the woman pictured wearing. And I'm going to use this fabric here, which is like a darkish blue with some little purple and light blue flowers, and some of the flowers kind of look like stars, and it's cute. So I think that'll be nice. And I could pair it with some different colored bottoms and things. So that'll be something fun. It also is going to be useful to make this project because my daughter is going to be sewing a skirt, and I'm helping her with that, and I want her to do all of the sewing and all of the parts herself, right? But it's difficult to teach somebody how to sew without showing them how to sew. So I'm going to be making my item while she makes hers, and I can show her like, this is how you do this part of the seam, and then have her do her seams on her item separately, but show her on mine. So that should be good for everybody. So Peachlet picked a winner. Good job, Peachlet. So 2 days has passed since the beginning of this video. I actually that night got so excited I made the top in question, and then I made a pair of shorts to go with it. So I thought I would show them to you. I actually wore them the day after, super comfortable, really like them. Want to make a bunch more things out of these patterns, but I wanted to show you, now they're not like on my person, what we're working with. Here is the finished top. It might be a little wrinkly because, like I said, I wore it, but I did things with this top that I've never done before, which having them made with the idea of going to the fair helped me to make them better than I usually do, because I am notorious for making clothing that I sew that looks good from the outside but the inside is a mess, because I'm usually trying to get it done for an event or something and running late finishing it, and so I don't do all the finishing touches because I'm trying to save time. And in this case, I was not trying to save time. I did not put interfacing in the top facings because I didn't have any. I had used the last of it actually to make some project bags, and so I didn't have them. But I think it turned out just fine, and I did not have any bias tape, so I made my own. I did kind of a job of that. I didn't actually make bias tape, I just made like a facing, which it looks like I need to actually fix part of now that I'm looking at it. But I have bought myself a bias tape maker today so that I can make actual bias tape more easily in the future. And yes, there are ways you can do it without a bias tape maker, but it was like $8. And I think I used a 40% off coupon on it, so it was very affordable. So I think I'll be making more bias tape in the future. But anyways, things that are notable about this. So I taught myself how to gather, which I know is not really that big of a deal, but it was something I'd never actually done before, and I was always kind of scared of. Kind of like I used to be terrified of zippers. No, I make zippered project bags now, like on the daily, so clearly I got over that fear. So my fear of gathering, and apparently my fear of finishing garments, is something I should get over too, because I think sewing all those project bags has definitely taught me to be a much better seamstress than I used to be. So here is the top inside out. You know, it's kind of like showing somebody the inside of your project so you can see all the work. And all of the edges are encased, so there is no raw edges anywhere. And then I actually did, I don't know if they're French seams. I did the seams on the side to encase them, where you actually start by sewing it wrong side together. So you sew, like, you put the wrong sides together, sew down your seam, then you iron it back open the other way, so now that piece is in the middle, and you sew the seam again. So every seam on this garment has been fully sewn twice, including the hem, and it looks amazing. So I'm very happy with that, and I will definitely keep putting those finishing touches in. Because you know what? I'm worth it. But you also know what? I'm not going to enter this in the fair because it has, first of all, I think I would get dinged because there is no interfacing in the top. It doesn't follow what would be standard protocol, I think, for this kind of outfit. I bought some interfacing today, so I will try making another one with interfacing in the top and see how I feel. I like the way it fit without it. I might like it just as well with it. I don't know till I try, but it didn't like take away from my experience of the top not having interfacing in it. So that kind of factored into it, and just it being the first time I made the pattern, a lot of times your first time is not the best, and the more times you do it, it'll get better. And actually my magic number for most projects and things is the 6th time I do something, it gets good. Like the 6th of any style of anything, the 6th time I've made a particular toy, the 6th time I've done every pattern I've ever made, the 6th one is where all of a sudden everything afterwards, we're good to go. So I'm gonna keep trying on this, but I am glad that Peachlet picked the project because it gave me the impetus to like get it done and not just let that pattern sit there wanting to make it without me doing it. And let me give you a peek of the shorts as well. Obviously the shorts are even more wrinkly, and they look kind of big and dumpy by themselves, and I mean they kind of are dumpy-ish. They're long enough that I can wear them in public without having to think twice about it, about, I don't know, just them being inappropriately short or looking like pajama shorts. They don't, they look long enough, and they are big enough, and they sit in a way that does not bother my, my waist, because some things just, I don't know, I have sensitive skin or something. So all of the seams on this are encased as well, which is like a super step up because I've made many a boxer short in my life, and basically this was the same thing as boxer shorts without fly, but look, totally encased seams. So, you know, maybe my hubby's worth it. Maybe I'll start encasing his seams when I make him boxers too. We'll see. I think I'll just have to teach myself that that's the way seams are done, because it felt really good on, and it looked really nice, and it was really nice knowing that I was wearing something that I had put the time and effort in to doing the right way, and not just doing the right way, but doing in a way where it is fully finished, because I am worth fully finished. Gotta keep reminding myself of that. Stay tuned through July when we will be finishing out all of these fair projects. There will be many more of these videos coming, and I will keep you up to date on what we have been making here. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe down below. That way these videos will pop into your subscription feed whenever they occur. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!